Okay, so let's create our second window. This window is the bathroom window over here. So it's 1000 millimeters by 1.2 millimeters, and it's at 2.1 lintel height, which is the South African standard for lintels. So let's go ahead and add that to our plans. So I'm just going to open up this family again, and I'm going to go File, Save As, Family, and I'm going to go and find my project folder, and I am just going to create a new folder, Windows 1600 by 1700, timber frame, and I'm just going to load this back in, save project, and I'm just going to change those so that they match up with our saved family. So now let's go edit family. I'm going to go file, save as, family. This is a 1000 by 1200 millimeter timber frame. I'm just going to save that. So now I know width is 1200. We go to exterior, reveal. I'm just going to reset so that I can see my constraint dimensions. So let's change our height to 1000, and our cell height would be 1100. So now I'm just gonna delete these, click on my frame, and now edit extrusion. Because if you look at the photo, it is a double window. So now I'm going to delete these lines, trim and extend TR on your keyboard, or you can go in your top panel, click on trim and extend, just to connect these lines and this to move up, because we have the center line, and I'm going to add some dimensions. Select my line, 25, 25, and I'm just going to delete the dimension line, and there we have our new frame. So I'm going to close that off, select my glass panel, edit extrusion, and I am going to delete the middle, and just I'm going to lock those. So there we have our basic window, and I am just going to delete these dimensions because I want to hide all of these. So you can select one, right click, select all instances visible in view, and then you can go HH just to hide them. So now I'm going to go back to create model line and show window projection. So let's go create. I sorry, clicked on the wrong thing, trying to get ahead of myself. So let's go select set work plane. We don't want to work in the center, we want to work on the opening projection, model line, Windows projection, and I'm just going to draw this in from the corners to the center. So now I'm going to go DI again so that we have our dimensions. And let's take a screenshot again. So now I'm going to click on my properties of my family. Go to your type image. Click add. Go and find the screenshot that you've taken. And there we have it. I'm just going to remove the top one. Go OK. And we can change our description. Let's see, there's a little spelling error. Fix that. Type comment. Let's see if it's window. And now we can go apply and OK. And now we know it is the correct family. Load into project. Go to our bathroom. And I'm going to select the middle. And I am just going to check, okay, it is centered. Let's go back to our elevations. And there we go. There we have our window. So let's go check our schedule to ensure that it is, okay, so this says scheduled. I see what the problem is. These windows, go edit family, properties, type comment, window, apply and OK. Let's just close it. Save changes, yes, yes. Override, and let's see our schedule. There we have the three that we have created. And there we have our two windows that we have now created. So let's see what's up next. There's a 1.7 by 1.3. So that additional 100, we can reuse the first one that we have created by just adjusting its height. So let's go to our floor plan. Before I forget about it, let's just change our cut height. So let's see, view range. Our cut plane is 1.2. Let's make that 1.5. Why aren't you showing neatly? Those are showing nice. Gonna try and problem solve this. Oh, 1.6, 1.1. So it's supposed to cut to there. Maybe it's a family thing. 1.1. I'm just gonna. Let me change this to 500. So there it's showing. There it's showing. Elevation. Okay, so it's still the same. Okay. There we have our windows. Problem solved. So now I'm just gonna edit this family again. Exterior, file, save as family, so that we don't work over the previous one. So now let's go and change this to 1.3 by 1.7. Save. So let's change the height 1.3, and let's adjust our projection lines. There we go. So let's check our properties window. We need to do a new screenshot. Change our description. So with our lintel height being 2.1 minus 1.3, 2.1 minus 1.3, 800. So we know that our cell height is 800. I'm going to leave this as 500 just for now. I'm just going to delete these lines again, select all my reference planes, go HH. Let's add a new dimension. Let's just zoom in a bit, screenshot, and let's go to our settings again. Select this, add, go to your screenshot library or wherever your computer is saving your screenshots. So let's delete the first one, go OK, apply and OK, load into project. And there, let's see, check our schedule. So we know everything is still going smoothly. There we have our schedule. I'm just going to change this text to align horizontal, but you can align center so that it looks neater and cleaner. So there we have our 3 windows. If we look at this again, we have 2 of the exact same ones that we've already created. So let's go to our floor plan. I'm going to select this one, place it by our bathroom. This is also 1.1, and let's select this one, CS for create similar. And this needs to be 800, and this one also needs to be 800, so that all of our windows and doors are neatly aligned. And there we go, almost completed. So there's one window left in here, and there's one window left over here. That's right there by the study area. So the garage one, it's 600 by 1.2, which opens in a different direction. So I'm just going to select this window again, edit family, file, save as family. This one is 600 by 1.2 timber frame. I'm just going to add the location garage so that I know it is a different one. So now we know our width is already 1.2, which is fine. And our height is 600. And these I'm going to delete. I'm going to create, set work plane, window opening projection. That's fine. Let's go model, window projection, and we know these ones open like this. I just realized now I have to double check my dimension for the previous window for the sill height so that everything matches. So 600 minus 1.2, 2.1 is 1,500. 600. Let's select all of these. HH. And just take a screenshot. I'm gonna reset this. Go to my screenshot. Add. Find my screenshots. And delete the previous one. So this is 1.5 and this is 600. Apply and OK. Load into project. And this one goes over there. Let's see. There we go. That one can be a bit lower because the garage floor level is lower than the internal finished floor area. So let's see our plan quickly. He's also not cutting correctly. So from our previous fix, we can go, I'm just going to change the sill height again. There we go. All our windows are looking nice. So let's see. 1.5, yes, we have that. 1.1. So this one image I'll need to redo because it completely slipped my mind. $800. Let's just quickly redo this image. I think my brain is running out of data. Yeah, 800. Okay, screenshot, properties, add, delete the other one, apply and OK, load and close. Yes, I want to save changes, override, window schedule. There we now see, OK, 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 and OK. Now we almost have our window schedule. So now it is the last one left, which is 1.1 by 1.2 high. So let's go and create that. So let's go File, Save As, Family, and this one is 1.2 by 1.1 timber frame. Let's just call this one Study. So now we know our width is 1.1. If we go to our exterior view again, we can remove these ones because this window opens up differently. Our height is 1.2. And then let's create our opening lines. Let's just ensure that it is on our correct reference plane. Let's go OK, model line, window projection. And there we go. So now we just need to do this again. HH. Select needs to go to 900. Select all instances. HH just for a screenshot. Okay, so now I'm going to just undo this. Change this back to 500 so that it shows up correctly. And we know this is an existing 1.2 by 1.1 and it is 900 above ground. Let's find that screenshot. Delete the other one. Okay, apply and okay. Let's load it into project. And now we can see our window over there. So let's just adjust our select, which now is 900. Let's go to plan to ensure everything is showing neatly. Window, 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 window. And there we have all of our windows that has been created. So I'm just going to set this back to new construction so that I know everything has been done in the correct phase. Let's check our schedule. I'm going to move this bit up. And there we go. I am going to move this up a bit so that I can place my window schedule on my floor plan. Because it won't be necessary for these. So, and there we have our window schedule with our descriptions. And now we can go ahead and create some tags just to indicate which is which. So let's go assembly code, let's use that. And let's go into our schedule so that we can see our window tag fields. Let's go assembly code. I'm just going to change this name to window tag. Select this one, go assembly code. Let's go EW for existing window 01. And there we can see it is showing up. So now we can just select our windows. This one will be EW02. Let's go with this one. Did the last one. 04. EW05. Let's check 5 tags loaded. I think my mouse is busy dying on me. It doesn't want to click and drag anymore. I'm going to change this. Delete these lines. I don't like them. Either attached. There we go. Ensure that it's in the straight line. I'm going to delete this dimension line and this dimension line. There we go. Switch this one up. Create similar CS. So let's do it. Almost done. There we go. And there we go. There we have indicated all of our windows in a basic as-built drawing. Go to our elevations. We can see all of them showing up. And there we also can see all of our little windows. Thank you for watching this little how to create quick and easy windows for your as-built drawings.